have this super flower blood moon on May 15th. Why am I bringing this up right now? Because the enemy, we're talking about human sacrifice, they do things on a certain time frame. This happened right afterwards. And check out this number, Ken. May 2022 has seen 33 mass shootings so far. And you know the Freemasons' favorite number. And you had at the exact same time that this blood moon is going on, then we see this shooting in Buffalo, New York, where 10 people were killed. And then there was the other one out in California, Laguna Woods, where people were shot. And I think there was also a game up in Milwaukee or someplace that a bunch of people got shot too. It was like all on that same like night day as the blood moon. You know, is that an accident? So you have the 33 mass shootings. And then I just saw this morning. The super flower blood moon of 2022, longest total lunar eclipse in 33 years.
You know, what traditionally was a blood moon, Stephanie, in scripture?
The sun shall be turned to darkness and the moon to blood before the great and awesome day of the Lord.
Before that great and awesome day. This great and awesome day of Yahuwah that's coming is a day of judgment and wrath.
Revelation 6. When he opened the sixth seal, I looked and behold, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth. The full moon became like blood, and the stars of the sky fell to the earth as the fig tree sheds its winter fruit when shaken by a gale. The sky vanished like a scroll that is being rolled up, and every mountain and island were removed from its place. Then the kings of the earth, and the great ones, and the generals, and the rich and the powerful, and everyone, slave and free, hid themselves in the caves and among the rocks of the mountains, calling the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him who is seated on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb, for the great day of their wrath is come, and who can stand?
The reason why these generals and rich and powerful are hiding themselves in the caves is because of the judgment that's fixing to come on them. We need to turn to the Father. How do we do that? By keeping his commandments, his laws, and his decrees, and the testimony of Yahushua. In fact, Stephanie, I can show you in Revelation 13 and Revelation 14 that the people that keep these commandments and the testimony of the Messiah are the only ones that are sealed during this time of tribulation, so that Hasatan, the dragon, can't devour them. Yep. It's important.
It is time to turn to him, and it is time to take a hold of his Torah and his son. This blood moon, it was actually like right in the middle of the constellation Libra, which is the scales of justice, right?
Yeah.
So what does that mean? Is this a sign that justice is about to occur?
I would say yes. And, you know, as we're sitting here talking about, what are the chances of seeing the same thing the next night in a row? So on the 16th, in the same constellation, we see that the moon did the same color because it was in conjunction with a very bright star in that constellation called Antares. Why is he giving us so many clues here as to, you know, what needs to take place? When we saw the Mazzaroth, when I really started observing in 2017 because of the September 23rd Dance of the Stars, that was a great sign. It was the Revelation 12 sign. And the only difference from the Revelation 12 sign took place, you know, when the Messiah was born, which is the Revelation 12 sign, was the stars were swapped. In the day of the Messiah being born, it was the star of Mercury closest to the king star, because Mercury was the messenger. And the Hebrew name for that star was Gabriel. He is
the messenger angel.
The messenger angel. He's the one that shows up to Mary and to Elizabeth and says, guess what? You both are, you know, going to be pregnant, and you're going to have to carry out this, you know, fulfillment of this prophecy. At the time of the Messiah, Revelation 12, it was the messenger star that was lined up, which was Gabriel. But now, September 23rd, it wasn't exactly the same as the Messiah. Why? Because that event already took place. Now it's action, right? It's a call to action. Now that star has swapped places with a different star, which you know in the Greek and the Roman, actually the Romans named this after their war god, right? Their god of war, which his name is Mars, right? But what is the name of the angel in the Mazzaroth before in the Hebrew that
Michael.
was the war angel? That was Michael. And if you take a look at another chapter 12, okay, take a look at Daniel chapter 12. It says in prophecy, in that day, when? What day? In the days leading up to this seventh seal, to this seventh trumpet, right? In the days preceding that, you will see this sign, and Michael will stand up. What does it mean to stand up? It means to raise yourself up and above. If you know this archaic language, if you learn the scriptures and you learn how to decipher it, and you watch the stars in the Mazzaroth, he traded places with Gabriel. It wasn't about the tribulation. It's a warning sign, Stephanie. It's a warning sign that judgment is coming. And Stephanie, that's the same thing that we see right now. The scales means that, hey, you're being weighed and measured right now. And
Daniel
you've got
5.
two outcomes, right? One is that you have washed your robes, right? And you've come out of Babylon and you're going to be sealed. The other is that you've been found wanting. And guess what? It doesn't balance the scale. So guess what? You are going to have judgment and you're going to have refinement. You're going through the fire, the tribulation. It's fixing to get rough on you because you know not the hour that is upon you. It's going to take you like a thief in the night.